Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure is about to get to him.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Now Herbert to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A handoff for Herbert.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Fields.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Maurice Hurst drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They begin this drive with Chubb. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 9.
77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Chubb. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb from 3 yards out.
And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
From the 27,
Fields.
and the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Now it's Fields.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And some room to maneuver. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And again, it's Chubb. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills,
Yep.
and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And it's caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely will. We talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Deontay Foreman.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to move back in front.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they wanted to overreact to that fumble because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have a football with him at all times.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. Off of play action, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Watson looks to throw again.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. This time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
Right back to Njoku. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw is Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Watson. Drops it off for Chubb.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
York able to send this one through.
And that will knot us up at 10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Fields on 1st down.
Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a give to Herbert. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and 4.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On first down, Fields.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Here's Herbert.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Off play action, Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Fields.
Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Maurice Hurst picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
He made his first attempt, this from 45.
Santos' kick is up and through,
and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Watson on third down.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They go with Chubb on second down.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. They'll check this down to Johnson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Foreman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields. That pass complete to Moore.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 3 points separating these 2 sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run with Foreman. And some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. might want to take that course.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Herbert once more.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to swell the lead to 6. Santos' kick is up and through, and that extends their advantage to 6 at 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down by 6, 90 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To throw, Watson.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Watson. Completes to Njoku.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Watson.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Watson. Pass complete to Chubb. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Watson to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He hits more.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Holding offense.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Still third down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it third and long. Now it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half. That has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.